special guest giving our welcome address tonight, Miss Amanda Scott Thomas.
Public Schools. I'm the Director of Community Partnership, Academic Equity and Achievement, and it is my privilege to welcome you here tonight. I have a couple of things that I want to share with you. I did a little research to find out, like, how did this begin? What is this all about? And this is First Creek Music's the Booster program. It's their silent auction, and they've done it for 8 years. This is the 8th year. And along with what they're supporting and what you'll be supporting today, by buying auction items, you will be supporting the music program. And they will do things like it'll support field trips, instruments for kids that can't afford instruments, and also instrument repairs, and also just exposing kids to an artistic, to the arts. And so we're excited about that. Tacoma Public Schools, this is a great example of the mobilizing of community to put this event off. We want to give special thanks and acknowledgement to our booster parents that did all the hard work tonight, arranging, decorating, planning. A lot goes into this, so can we give them a hand for all the hard work? So again, I said this is a great example of what Tacoma Public School means when it says every student, every day. As you know, and you may or may not, Tacoma Public Schools is focusing on 4 priority areas, and our priority areas are academic excellence. We want all our kids to do well academically. Partnership, which is a value of Tacoma Public School District. Early learning and safety. So those are the 4 areas that we focus on, and tonight is a good example of all of those 3 things working together very well. And so we want to just thank you for participating in tonight's program. We also want to acknowledge Miss Oliver, who is the choir director, who has been like She's been the wind beneath the wings of this program for the last 8 years, and the staff and students wanted her to know that they appreciate all of her hard work and everything she's done to make this event a success. And we also want to acknowledge our many community partners that came together to put on this event, and one special community partner that provided tonight's food. We want to give a hand clap for this event, which is catered by Tacos Guamos, and they're on 72nd in Portland. Let's give them a hand. So they gave us a lovely discount so we can feed you all tonight. And then you will notice throughout the program that you're going to hear a lot of music that has to do with themes from movies. And so that's to kind of get you in the Christmas spirit and the spirit of the arts. And we want you to participate in both auctions, again, knowing that the investment that you make tonight is not just buying one of the auction items, but it's really an investment in a Tacoma Public School student. So we thank you. And last but not least, I want to thank all of the parents who came out on a cold Saturday night to support your children. Can we give ourselves a hand clap? Thank you for being here. Tacoma Public Schools appreciate you, and at this point, I'm going to turn it over to a phenomenal principal, Mr. Brown. Oh, he's behind me. I thought I was going to keep the microphone and start singing or something. You know I can. All right, here you go.
All right, thank you, Ms. Thomas. Amanda does a lot of work in terms of helping not just our school, but Tacoma Public Schools in forming great partnerships. And speaking of which, I just want to acknowledge some tonight that are here just because of the love for our school. So for one, if you're with the Y tonight, could you stand? Where's my Y folks? I know Mr. Spivey's here, Darcy. These folks... Ms. Johnson, where's Farron? Farron, yes. These are partners. They come out during the week, after hours, and work with our kids. They also do a lot to support us in similar programs such as this and helping us raise money to support kids and provide after-hour free tutoring as well as physical fitness and a myriad of other things. Last summer, Chris and I worked together to provide some free summer school for our students, and that's what it takes. It's a community effort. There's also somebody here, he just finished icing his elbow from our parade. Deputy Mayor Marty Campbell is here tonight. He was out doing our back-to-school parade, throwing candy, representing well, and getting kids excited about coming back to school. And that we feel like that's something to celebrate, so that's why we do the back-to-school parade. I know there are some parents out there that are excited about back to school as well, but we are excited to get kids back. And we have with us a school board member, Director Erskine Hall is here with us tonight. Thank you so much. I've worked with her over the years, and she works a lot with CLF and those guys that come in and support us, the Northwest Leadership Foundation as well. So we've been very blessed to have them to be a part of our community. So it is going to take us giving what we can give, and I am going to be coming back later on tonight for our silent auction, asking for some special gifts of kindness. But let's reflect and remember this is a night for the kids, and let's just enjoy. We're going to have some good food and some good music. Thank you all for being here tonight. Miss Oliver.
Bye. Thank you. Hey, up next we have Vincent Young and Skylar Sundquist singing a duet from the new Muppets movie. And how many of you have seen the new Muppets movie? Okay, not very many people. So in this movie, the main character is a man, and he is struggling with trying to figure out if he's really a man or a Muppet. And so Vincent is playing the role of the man, and Skylar is playing the role of the Muppet. And the man is looking at his reflection in the mirror, trying to figure this out.
What? Man. I reflect on my reflection, and I ask myself the question, what's the right direction to go? I don't know. Am I a man, or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? If I'm a Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet. Very manly Muppet. Am I a Muppet? Muppet. Am I a man? Am I a man? If I'm a man, that makes me a Muppet of a man. A Muppet of a man. I look into these eyes, and I don't recognize the one I see inside. It's time for me to decide, am I a man, or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? If I'm a Muppet, well, I'm a very manly Muppet. Very manly Muppet. Am I a Muppet? Muppet. Or am I a man? Am I a man? If I'm a man, that makes me a Muppet of a man. A Muppet of a man. Here I go again. I'm always running out of time. I think I've made up my mind. Now I understand who I am. I'm a man. I'm a Muppet. I'm a Muppet of a man. I'm a very manly Muppet. I'm a Muppet man. That's what I
Since we're running just a little behind schedule. We're going to give you just 5 minutes to get your final bids in on Section 1 of the auction, and I know that we have some great items in there. So 5, I'm sorry, there's a voice in my ear telling me 10. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get your final bids in, and then we will come back with our next set of movie music for you. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, with a special guest playing the role of our Grinch. And if you look carefully on the walls of our house, you just might see a familiar face.
Have you guys ever heard of the Grinch?
No. You guys have never heard of the Grinch?
What's a Grinch? Who is that?
He's mean.
And green.
And stinky. He takes all your presents when you're sleeping.
Legend says, since his Christmas got ruined once when he was a kid, he's gonna ruin every single kid's Christmas in Whoville.
And he's gonna eat all your cookies.
So he's gonna eat the cookies I set out for Santa?
But those cookies are meant for the Grinch. It's meant for Santa.
Santa!
Sorry, guys. But I'm not trying to give you nightmares, but it's time for bed.
Night.
All the windows were dark. No one knew he was there. All the who's were all dreaming, sweet dreams without care.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are mean. You're as deadly as a cactus. You're as charming as a hill, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's as deep hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
All I need is a reindeer. So he took his dog Max and he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" and decided to sit down to the homes for the who's they is needs in your town. This is stop number 1. The old Grinchy claws his as he climbed up the roof, empty bags in his fist.
Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so can the Grinch. And he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room. And he took every present, popcorns and cookies and drums, checkerboards, popcorns and plums. And he stuffed them in the bags, and the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one and up the chimney.
You're a follower, Mr. Grinch. Nasty, wasty, strong. Your heart is full of whitewash, but your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch.
The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, stink, stink, stunk.
You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nose. You're a crooked, turkey, junkie, and you drive a crooked house, Mr. Grinch.
You're a 3-decker, sauerkraut, and toadstool sandwich.
right. Now, I don't know if you recognized him or not, but that was Mr. Hussein, one of our math teachers, as the Grinch. Hey, now it's just going to take them a quick moment to reset the stage here, and Select Choir will be singing Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree from Home Alone. And it's the scene where the boy whose name is completely escaping me now, the Home Alone boy. Thank you. They're talking in my ear. Macaulay Culkin. Kevin, that's the name I was looking for, not Macaulay Culkin. So Kevin, that's my brother up in the back at Running Sound. Let's say a shout out to Jeremy. Thank you for volunteering your time. And Mr. Badeau running our lights, also up there waving in the dark. So it's the scene where Kevin is home alone and the burglars are trying to get into his house, and so he stages a party, and he uses cardboard cutouts and all sorts of things and contraptions to make it look like his house is full of people rocking around the Christmas tree. So they are getting ready for that. It'll be just a moment, and then we will be moving on to calling you out by table to the buffet.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie, and we'll do some caroling. Do a little carol, it's a feeling when you hear. Let's see, jolly deck the halls with bells of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Let's see, jolly deck the halls with bells of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Wah, wah, wah.
All right. At this time, we will have some of our former choir and marimba students who will come to tables and individually invite you up to the buffet, and they'll lead you to where you need to go. And that'll just help us avoid having all 400 of you in line standing there forever. So the room's all divided up, so you're just going to see, it'll seem a little random, but each student has 4 to 5 tables that they're in charge of calling up. So servers can go ahead and come out and start that process. Announcements. All right, this is our Marimba.
It says, we get it's a hard knock life. No folks to speak of, so it's a hard knock row. We hope it's not a wool, empty bellies. It's not a fool, it's a hard knock row. Don't it feel like the wind is always high? Nothing's never ending right. Once a day, don't you wanna throw the towel in? It's easy on the putting up a fight. No one cares when you do something that get creepy. No one tries when your eyes get wet and weepy from the crying you live in this place to see. Oh, and you gotta lie. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he? No one cares for you. A snitch when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock. You'll stay up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler Building. take the whiskers from her chin. Can make you thin. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Get to work! Strip them beds! I said get to work!
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. No one cares for you or snakes when you're in an orphanage. It's the hard knock life. It's the hard knock life. It's the hard knock life.
All right, there on our solos playing the part of Annie, we had Jackie Roberts. And our Miss Hannigan was Emberlyn. Okay, so we're just going to switch groups up here, and then we'll be on with our next song.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together as sky fall, as sky fall. Skyfall is where we start, 1,000 miles and poles apart, where worlds collide and days are dark. You may have my number, you can take my name, but you'll never have my heart. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together at skyfall. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'd never be me without the security of your loving arms, keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stand. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together at skyfall. Let the sky fall. We will stand tall at skyfall.
Okay, and now we have from the movie Rent, Seasons of Love, performed by our select choir.